hope we're well. Cheryl, thanks for joining us. Working. Oh, I feel for you. I feel for you. Good evening, Ian. Hope you're well. Hope you enjoyed Emmerdale. Oh. Turn that off. We don't want to hear. I don't want to hear myself coming back at myself all night. So, how we doing? Hope we're having a good day. So I have done a new build, obviously. I'll show you that in a bit. I kind of keep looking at it. I know what it is. I know what it is. When I look at the Anubius and the CO2 tank. Good evening, Tracy. Good evening, Alan. Hope we're all good. Hope we're all good. I think I've sussed out why I'm not liking the tank. And I will, when I do the tour, I'll do a bit of a tour and I'll show you kind of what I mean. Because everything, obviously, I have Anubius, don't I, in all my tanks. And I don't think there's enough. I've put more in, but it still just doesn't look like there's enough. So I think what I'm going to do is trim the Anubius in the CO2 tank. Keep moving it over there and get it. I like it nice and thick and bushy, and it's not. And I think that's what it is. So I want to try and trim some out of the CO2 tank tomorrow, get it in there, and then photograph it for the thumbnail. It's the thumbnail, innit? That's the most important thing. Good evening, Simon. How are we doing? Diogo, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining us. So yeah, I think that's what it is. I keep going back in, looking at it, and I'm like, So everything's done now. Tracy in her squeeze, because that's what he's now called. So it's definitely her squeeze. Tracy and a squeeze are in there now. And I fed them, and they've both eaten, so that's all cool. All cool. I look and think, is it really big enough, this tank? But like I say, it is short term, innit? So, but they're doing all right. And actually, it's not actually a bad size for the fish either. So I think we should be good. Good evening, Gary. How are we doing, buddy? This is the thing, innit, Alan? It's there's not enough plant in it. That's why I'm looking at it thinking, I don't like it. I have got more Anubius in a tub, but to be honest, it's just a little bit shabby. So I'm going to take the lovely fresh growth that's in the CO2 tank and trim it down, transfer it over. I think we should be good then. I think we should be good. Lee, how are you doing, buddy? Lee Broadbent, thank you for joining us. Yeah, mate, I never have a problem with him. He gets a little bit boisterous, if you will, just after meal times. He kind of thinks every bit of food in the tank's his. But yeah, I don't have a problem with him, mate. I never had a problem with him. I think it's a bit of a misconception, mate. They're not very good with each other and other rainbow sharks and things like that. They're not great with each other. But yeah, they're kind of a solo fish, really. Like I say, he doesn't bother him. He's been in that tank for like 4 years, and yeah, he's pretty cool, mate. He's pretty cool. He is a decent size, buddy. Yeah, he's buggered off now. No doubt he'll be back out in a minute. Oh, there he is. He's about 3.5 inch. But yeah, mate, he's cool. He's cool. Never really had a problem with him. Good evening, Jax. How we doing? Let me just put the camera down a little bit. I've obviously all the tripods all over the place because I've been playing about. Where are we at? Adrian, how we doing, buddy? Parrot the Gamer, thanks for joining us. Go for some crypts. I do like crypts, mate. Yeah, obviously I've got quite a good bunch of them there. At the moment, it's just an epiphyte tank at the moment, but as you'll see in the video, I do prepare it. I do prepare it because I know what I'm like. I'm already looking at changing it. So, well, there was. I know what it is now. I know what it is. I got home from work. I had to finish the video tonight because I was like, oh, God, what an absolute nightmare that tank build was yesterday. From start to finish, really, it was just a nightmare. The wood had swollen, so it used to fit into each other. It's like the bottom piece had a hole and the other top piece slot into it perfectly. But it took water on it, so now it's swollen, won't fit in anymore. I should have put it in and tied it, and then when it swelled, it would have stuck together as one piece. I should have done that, but I didn't. So that kind of peed me off to start off with. The glass tank itself, not got a problem with, spot on. So I put the soil in, I bagged the soil, put that in, all good. Washed the gravel, kind of kicking myself. I'm glad I didn't do the live stream anyway, because I was nowhere near prepared. It was just a bit of a silly thought, really, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I'm not American. But yeah, I am. I'm gorgeous. So next time if I do live stream the cardinal tank, I'll be way more prepared. So the gravel I bought, actually it's more of a stone. It's not really a gravel. It's quite a big stone. It's Cotswold stone. Washed it till the water was running clear. Happy days. Put it in. Put the wood in. I always use Gorilla Glue, the green gel, cyanacrylate it is, so it's tank safe. Never had a problem with it. Wouldn't stick anything yesterday. So the glue, I got it from Tesco's. It was on offer. They were like £5 for the tub. It's like normally £8-9 quid. Like, right, get some of that. Bad batch, I think. Because it wasn't sticking anything. So that was a nightmare. So normally, if you glue it, if you wet it, it hardens the glue straight away if you wet it. So I thought, right, okay. So I put everything in. The Anubis was in. It was kind of glued it all in, but it wasn't sticking. So I thought, right, I'll fill it with water and it'll stick it. And then I'll take the water out. Fill it with water, cloudy as hell. It's like, come on, I've just washed all this gravel till it was running clear. So I empty it. And I'm doing this from the tap. So it's just tap water in, tap water out. Second fill, clear. Thought, yes, nice. Brilliant, all good. Just do everything else I need to do. And the idea was to take the water from the tank that the angels are in and just transfer the water over, so I can kind of like just scoop the angels up, take them in, drop them in. All good. That was the plan. Fill it up with water. Cloudy again. It's like, no. So that was it. That was like this time. By this time, it's like 5 o'clock. So it was like light was dying. I was dying. I was in agony all day doing the bloody thing anyway. So I thought, right, call it a day. I'm not going to be able to get the video finished tonight. It's just not going to happen. So I did a 50% water change on it and added some API aqua clear. So did that. It started clearing by the time I went to bed last night. So get up this morning, walk in, and it's just brown with tannins. Yeah, I'm doing it. I was going to put botanicals in it anyway for the tannins, so I don't actually have to do that at the moment. So that's good. So I've done a bit of a water change today because it was like literally like builder's tea. It was so dark. So did a water change on it, got it back up to temperature. The angels have gone over there now. So Tracy and her squeeze are in there. They kind of went into the corner for a little bit, chilling. I turned the light down on it. When I fed them all, I've gone in there, and as soon as I've gone in there with a pipette of food, they were out. So they've both eaten, so that's good news. Just need to get like a small piece of glass or something like a glass tile or something flat. I was thinking even maybe like a plastic ruler and get that in for them to spawn on. I don't think they're going to spawn straight away, to be perfectly honest. If they do, there is stuff in there they've spawned on the filter before now, so it's not like they've got nothing to spawn on. They will spawn if they can spawn on anything that's in there. So there's plenty of surfaces for them to spawn on. But yeah, it wasn't. Nothing. None of this went on camera, though. You know what I mean? You would have witnessed it all if it had done the live stream. It would have been a nightmare for a live stream, though, to be perfectly honest. And I probably would have like blamed myself for streaming and blamed it all on that. But yeah, it just all went. It was just a bad day. Plus, I just felt rough all day as well. So, but we're good. We're good. So yeah, the build video, I'm hoping to get it. I'll have to do the editing tomorrow night, and then hopefully it'll go on tomorrow night for our members. So yeah, what a day! But I do, like I say, I want to put more Anubias in. I will show you the tank in a bit. I'll show you what I mean. Why I know what it is now. I know what it is in my head, and I can rectify it. I just need to stick more Anubias. I have got loads of Anubias, but like I say, the stuff I've got left's a bit tight. And the stuff in the CO2 tank's nice and fresh and bright. So I'm going to do some trimming because it grows like wildfire in the CO2 tank. I'm actually thinking of maybe putting, I've got the CO2 bio packs. I've still got 2 packs of it down there. So I may even introduce CO2 into it just to get that Anubias really thick and bushy. We'll have to see. Pete, how are you doing, buddy? More importantly, how's the wife doing? I hope she's okay. Banning them bots. Although though, she said one said I was good looking, isn't she? Aren't we banning them? I know, man, yeah, she might be a bit unstable. She must be unstable. Or bad eye is one of them. Simon, good evening, buddy. German Co, good evening. And I have put peace lilies at the back. And I bought some wire, and I've done it before. I did it on the angel tank. I had peace lilies, and I bought some wire, the plastic coated garden wire, and you sit it down and make a little hook, and it hooks on, and it's perfect. Would it hook on? No, would it? So it's like, is anything? No, honestly, nothing went right yesterday for it. It was just a joke. So at the moment, the peace lilies are like just trapped in. I need to get myself down to a hydroponic shop. And hopefully get something that I can put the plants in and keep them wedged. Or maybe calling on my mate Will, see if he can 3D print something. You never know. We will have to see. We'll have to see. That was the tinfoil barbs. It's a good job there's a lid on there, you know. I don't think I'd have any left. It's a good job there's a lid on there. Tinfoil barbs jump like hell all the time. They're like proper jumpers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, Tracy's vids are cool. Them Hillstream Loach babies are goddamn lovely. I want some. Name a YouTuber for an edit. Don't know what you mean, mate, to be honest. Name a YouTuber for an edit. There's only one really YouTuber I mentioned on this channel, mate. So fish keeping answers. My mate Richard. There you go. Edit that. Whatever you mean. I don't know what you mean. Can't wait to see the video. I know you should be ready for tomorrow night, Tracer. If I can get finished from work early enough tomorrow, I'm going to trim the Anubis in there, transfer it over, and then do the thumbnail. Obviously, the filming's finished, but it is what it is. The next update should be the full video tomorrow, Alan, hopefully. And then after that, will be little updates, hopefully, when we're getting angelfish babies. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Humble, thanks for joining us, my mate. Daniel, thanks for joining us, mate. I'm not sure if I said hello to you or not, but I'll say it again anyway. Sod it. Dane, have Trotco been back in touch, mate? Out of interest. Hung Bunny, all the way from London. How are you doing, my mate? Will, I will talk to you. I'll need to talk to you off air. I want a pot that clips onto the back, mate. I don't know if it's possible. I'll try and do a hydroponic shot anyway, mate, before. If I can't find anything, I might be asking for some 3D printing. I have sent you an update. I did the updates on for members, but I also did send them over to Will on Insta as well, because long term that's going to be a pleco breeding tank, hopefully, or both really, because the angels aren't out of place in there. It's a 60-litre tank. The angels aren't out of place in there, so we'll see how they settle and take it from there. But yeah, I want to get some green phantom plex. So that is why Will has printed the cave. So yeah, so like Will had a big part to play in this tank. So Will gets the updates anyway. So Richard's book's great. Bought it the day it dropped on Amazon. Which one, mate? The better book or the shrimp book? They're both good, to be perfectly honest. I've got them both. Yeah, I'm all right now, Will. Just to be honest, yesterday I had a bad day. I had a bad day. That is a red-tailed shark that you can see in there, mate. He's a bloody belter as well. He's a belter. I'll do a tour in a minute. I know, baby green phantom plex. That's the plan anyway. Shrimp book. Need to buy the better book. The shrimp book's amazing, mate. I've actually got that twice. I got the e-book, and then when he brought it out on paperback on Amazon, I bought that as well. And then the better book, I've kind of flicked through the better book. I've not looked at that properly yet. Hence, because I've not got a better. But I'm going to buy one of them tanks so you can put 3 or 4 bettas in there, you know, sectioned off. So yeah, I do need to proper read up on bettas. But yeah, both his books are awesome, mate. Someone left his book a really bad review, and I think he was pretty peed off about it. But I'm always like, well, actually, I'd put on there, I've bought this book twice, and it is top book, and I recommend it on here, which I do. And then someone underneath went, yeah, Russ definitely does recommend this book on his live streams, because I've bought it from his live streams. So it was nice that someone wrote that. I can't think who it was that wrote that, but I'm glad they wrote that, because it shows Richard that I do like return the favour when he promotes my channel. I'm done buying fish now. Fish always do my head in. It's difficult, Dane, but get your temperature up to 82, mate. It will help with the ick. But you hit these problems, mate. Honestly, like yesterday, that build yesterday, mate, just peed me off. And I love doing the builds. I love it. But everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. I'd pulled the air pump from the brine shrimp hatchery, got it all set up, because the idea was to put the cable in first. I only remembered it when I got the wood and the gravel in. I was like, oh, God. It's like, just a nightmare. Because I wanted it all under so you didn't see it. But I have actually covered it with these white stones as well. So you can't see the air stone and that. But it was just, everything just went like tits up. Bloody nightmare. Yes, Fish Fam links all over it tonight. There's some new stuff as well. Show some love by liking this video and subscribe. I like it. I like this Fish Fam link, you know. Fair dues to everyone that recommended it. Thank you. I know everyone keeps saying it was me, and like, I know, can't remember who it was, but yeah, it's top. Escaping is relaxing until it goes wrong, Alan. Yeah, and my God, every stage of it yesterday went wrong. God, it didn't annoy. Is it 30 again? I think it's 28, mate. I think we'll go in there in a minute and have a look, because I've whipped mine up. But I just need to check the temperature and then make sure I'm not boiling them. Still picking glue off. Oh, you know, even that, Alan. I'm so glad I didn't stream it, honestly. But then again, it probably got thousands of people in. So everyone always says, oh, you should, like, when you're gluing things, you should use a bit of filter floss. Filter floss was sticking to my fingers. So I kind of bit it off my finger and then it stuck to my teeth. I was like, no. So I had filter floss stuck on my teeth. I had to go and pick it all off. Honestly, it's absolute crazy. Absolute crazy. Oh, we've got some knobbards in tonight, haven't we? What is it? Name a car for an edit. What does that actually mean? I'm not hip and trendy like these young kids anymore. What does that actually mean? Name a car for an edit. Are they real or what? Yeah, just bin them off. We don't need knobheads in this community. Uza, thanks for joining us. Do you have a 25-inch arowana? Mate, I'm jealous. I love them arowanas, mate, but I just not got I haven't got the size or space for a tank suitable. Aiden, thanks for joining us, my mate. I hope you're well. You can go higher into the 80s range. I think it's a cold water parasite. Yeah, mate. I just I'm not sure what fish he's got in there for it, but yeah, like 82 minimum. But yeah, whack it up does help. Does help. I'm just finishing my hot chocolate, guys, and then we'll do a walkabout. It's actually really good tonight, and I've not got a skin burning my lip, which is the first time I think in my cup. We noticed. Do these cups? I know they are on mine, but I don't really make. I make the least amount of money on them as possible, but they are proper decent quality. And I should have put the other shirt on because the other shirt's here now, but I've forgot. It's because I did the video in this, and then I've come home for work, had a shower, got changed, thrown this on to finish the video, and then just kept it on. Hence why. So difficult to keep them. I can imagine the right jumpers as well. Any tips to keep air and heat in the tanks due to power outages? Getting super cold water. Cover it. Even if you put some towels over there, Aiden, just insulation, mate. But yeah, I'd definitely cover your tank if you've not got a lid on there. If it's rimless, definitely cover your tank, mate. But yeah, if you can throw towels over it, keep your lights on if man, you've got power outage, so don't worry about the lights not being on then with a power outage. But yeah, mate, throw towels. I'd throw towels over it. If you've got any like quilts off a bed that are spare, or throw the wife's, if she sleeps in a different bed, mate, throw the wife's quilt over it. Anything, mate, to try and insulate it. Quilts is quite a good idea, actually. Asian arowana. There you go. Even Gary said the same. Got a solar panel generator coming in the mail. Just to make sure everything's okay. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Where are you, Aiden? Whereabouts are you, mate? But yeah, just try anything that'll insulate it, mate. Anything to insulate it. What kind of arowana? Microchips and certified. Do they microchip arowanas? I see you learn things every day. I didn't know that. Some little arowanas, 28-inch. Still, have you got arowana as well, Cheryl? I'd love one. They're stunning. They are stunning, aren't they? But I just don't have the size tank or space for that at the moment. Be nice though if we could move into a big place and have like a maybe a 10-15 foot tank with an arowana in it. Damn. Yeah, we're all good, Jacks. I think we've dealt with a couple more since, but yeah, mate, we're all good. Crib keel, yeah, they'll take a higher temperature for sure, Dane. Definitely whack that temperature up. Not sure about the hoplos though. I take it they'll take a higher temperature. It's just worth googling the hoplos, mate. But yeah, I'd definitely get that temperature cranked up, mate. throw the wife in. That's what you're gonna say. Do that anyway, innit? Especially if she's having hot flushes. If your wife's at a certain age and she's having hot flushes, yeah, throw her in. It's all good. All good. I just say, you know what? That was brought on. I've just seen someone on Facebook. This guy saying to his wife, "We'll move down a step because that needs defrosting now with your hot flushes." It's quite funny. I was something like that anyway. 28. I think 28 is around about 82, mate. But yeah, crank it up a little bit more, mate. But yeah, I'll be honest, mate. Escher 2000 it's the only treatment I've used that I'm actually like really happy with. Because if you remember rightly, probably a couple of months ago now, when I was doing the water change on here on a Saturday, I noticed one of the silver tips had just one white spot on it. So kind of like treated it with Escher. I'd used Escher before on a parasite treatment on the blue rainbows, and that worked really well. So I kind of got the white spot treatment as well, and that worked absolutely brilliantly. So not at the moment, Daniel, mate. No, not. Don't do salt water as yet, but there are plenty of people in Fishkeeper Club, mate, that do. So if you need any advice regarding salt water, mate, that's what we're all here for, and someone will help you out. Obviously, I invited Cheryl to see if she can come in, because when I put the picture of the batfish on the other day, Cheryl come back to me as well. It's a batfish. It was like, it's nice to have people that know what it is. Someone they come in to help can help people out. So if you do need help, Daniel, then there are people in the chat that will be able to help you out, buddy. It's supposed to get down to 7.7 Wednesday night. Damn. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. in the UK. It's snow. Oh, is that why? I didn't even know I'll be honest, I didn't know they tagged them. Didn't know they tagged them. It's good though. It's good that they do. Yeah, Will's got scarlet baddies as well, mate. They are pretty cool. What's worst? What's the worst thing about salt water? Makes you thirsty. It's too salty. You're right there. I don't have salt water myself. Just learned everything I can when I decide to make the leap. I know. You know what, Cheryl? I daren't, because then I want to make the leap quicker than what I can. And my pocket will be like, "What the hell are you doing here?" So yeah, yeah, I do want to, but I'm kind of like, I can't research it yet. If I research it now, I'll want it straight away. So yeah, I don't. The blue look, Alan. Anything the angel tank won't filter. Fish could use standing sponge filter. Yeah, this is it, Jack. So there is plenty of surfaces in there, mate, for them to spawn onto. They've spawned many times in the tank, in the larger tank. They've been moved out to give them a chance of it without getting harassed by everything in the tank. So yeah, mate, I have no qualms that they're gonna breed in there for sure. Just want to put an extra flat surface in there at the back just for them to but there's plenty in there already. There's plenty in there already that they'll spawn on. Angel, thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. I found Bozeman rainbow fish was $7 local to me. Yes, Aidan, nice, mate. Them Bozeman are spot on though, mate. They are spot on. They're so good. Right, I'm going to take us for a mooch. I'm going to go, right, so we'll start the tour. We've got 5 tanks to look at now. So, as always, where's Anna? I don't think Anna's survived. Anna had on Saturday, Anna had a 5-year-old's birthday party with a 1-year-old kid and 13 puppies. I know she's still alive because she liked something that I put on Facebook before, but I don't know. She might not have any hair left. Imagine that. 5-year-old birthday party. So we'll start off with the planted shrimp tank. As you can see, there are quite a few shrimp in there, and I've still not dealt with my guppy problem. Well, yeah, the guppies are going to have to come out of there. So, just too many, just like rabbits. As you can see, there's quite a few down in that corner. They're a bloody nightmare. And I think they might be like polishing off some of the shrimp as well. So shrimp tank, kind of don't do much with that. And obviously then the tank that's behind me is the rainbow tank. Sorry guys, just moving everything out of the way so I can get in. Right, so I know there's always going on about. So this Lotus has been in this tank for like 3 years easily, and it's doing really well. And then, do you remember that little weedy one I pulled over? Jesus, look how that's grown. And I kind of put it down to the Flourish Seachem, the Seachem Flourish tabs, because that's just like blown up massively. We'll have to take that out though at weekend. It's just growing too near there. So yeah, there's your Bozeman, mate. Absolutely stunning fish. So beautiful, so beautiful. So yeah, there's the so that's the rainbow tank. And then over to, as you'll notice there, now there's no brine shrimp hatchery there anymore. That's out of the way. So in here we've got the barb tank, the tin foils that jump like a 70s porn star. They're always jumping. It's crazy. I'm so glad I've put a top on this. Now we have still got an angel in there that I need to find a mate for him. It is a him as well, yeah. He is at the back there. So I kind of want to get him. I want to get another. It's Tuesday tomorrow, isn't it? It's the shop near me that I could do really easily. It's closed tomorrow. So yeah, I do need to get an angel for that and then move him into the rainbow tank. He did have two mates, didn't he? But and then over to the CO2 tank. There's very little in here. Very little fish in here, to be perfectly honest. There's a couple of CPDs, and there's 3 albino coys. I had a bit of a problem with this tank, didn't I, with the CO2 dump. But see how I don't know what's going on. The foam had a bit of a funny one there. See how bushy the Anubias is. That's kind of how I want it in the new angel tank. So yeah, I'm going to trim that down tomorrow and start packing it into the new tank. So let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look at the new tank. Some of you won't have seen it, obviously. So both angels are out, which is good to see. Let's see the Anubias out. It's just not. There's not enough bushiness in there. I just need more Anubias in there. But it might be actually better with the light off. Yeah, so the angels are kind of settling in. Don't forget, this isn't long term for the angels. It is solely to get them breeding. I just want them breeding. So, and then obviously we've got the brine shrimp hatchery bubbling away in here now because they share the air pump. So yeah, these two are settling in, and just hopefully we do get a bit of breeding action off them. Then we've got Peace Lily going out of there as well. But yeah, I need a contraption to hold them properly, and I also need to cut this glass as well. If I can cut this glass, so there's a bit more space at the back, and I need a little bit of room at the front as well for feeding, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, guys, I kind of wasn't 100% happy with this tank, but now I know what it is because I look at the Anubias in the CO2 tank, and it's just because it looks so good. So yeah, that's definitely a problem, or definitely the problem. So we'll sort it. We'll sort it. But I am really hard on myself as well. I'm really critical of myself. Like I'm my own worst critic. So I have to take that into account. I always have been. I'm never happy with anything that I do. So I know Tracy, it is the CO2 in it. I may set up the CO2 bio in there and use it just to get that Anubias thick. We'll see. We'll see. Right, hang on a minute. I'm pretty well behind. Right, yeah, where's Anna? That's where we're up to on it. I know. I hope Anna comes in. She might be recovering, mate. She might be recovering. It's got a Raphael catfish to replace the one I had when I first moved here. Died of old age. Had him for 6 years. Raphael catfish. Let me have a quick gander at that, mate. That's well, then I'll try and catch up on chat a little bit. Let's have a gander. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen them, mate. I've never seen them before. I'll just go on images so we can get a, I'll be honest, mate, I don't think I've ever seen them before. But they are pretty stunning. What kind of size do they grow to? They're proper nice. Yeah, I can understand why you want to get more of them. Definitely, that's proper cool. Just bear with us. My laptop's about 8 weeks behind, so I've done. That's what I retune in. So I'm kind of got it live on the laptop. So straight depends on that's just a small. Yeah, I'm not bothered, mate. It's just one of them things, Jax. I wanted something different than the generic same gravel in every tank. It's just different, mate. It's the way it is. Yeah, we're back live. Oh, my showcase. Quite a few breeding projects. 58 tanks. Oh my god. That's a lot of tanks. Cheers, Pete. Cheers, Pete. Right, so I'm just the same, just a bit thin. I knew I needed more. That delivery's still not there. Where have you ordered from, Alan? I order plants. I order them off Aqua Essentials. They're normally like order them, pack them out. If you order them in the morning, they pack them out the same day and get them out to you. They're normally here within a couple of days. It is growing on me, but I need to thicken out. I need to thicken out the Anubias, especially for the thumbnail, without a doubt. Jake, good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Oh, you know what? It's great. Like, people that like don't live in the UK where the climate's like warmer in the summer. They get way better plants than what we do. You can go out and pick them. We have to buy them, like £7-8 a plant. It's quite scary. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them, buddy. I've never seen them Raphael catfish. I don't get it really. Sometimes though, you just don't really see stuff, you know, certain stuff, and that's why I Google quite a lot because certain things have different names over here as well, like what they call black skirt tetras in the US, black widows here. There's also a spotted. I did see the spotted one, mate, on the pictures there. They are well cool. Yuio, good evening, buddy. Hope you're well. So yeah, I'm gonna be busy tomorrow night. I'm gonna get home. If we can get home, well, get home and trim the Anubias, move that over, take a thumbnail, edit the video. Hopefully by don't know. It'll go on tomorrow night, but it might be late on. It depends how long it's gonna be. Because once you do it and it converts it to MP3, I think can take an hour, take 2 hours. Yeah, it's a bit mad. When I filmed the tanks for like 2 hours and just did it as a screensaver to convert them. It took like about 16 hours. Probably because my laptop's not the fastest laptop in the world, but kind of I haven't got thousands of pounds to spend on one, so. Actually, I think I've caught one shot. That tank's looking good though, Alan, you know. Looking good. You have to let us know how you go on with that Monte Carlo, mate, because I do struggle with that stuff. Monte Carlo for me is just it's just horrendous. And it is like one of my, like, it's more of a favourite plant. I really want Monte Carlo to do really well in my tanks, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the water around here or what. I'm not sure. Not sure. So yeah, definitely need to sort it out. Definitely need to sort it out. As does me getting another angelfish. I need to get another angelfish. He looks quite sultry in there on his own. It's time, innit? Time. Just not had time. But if we can get another angel, yeah, it's just a shame because the shop is like, it's like not on my way home from work, but a slight detour. Although it's Tuesday, isn't it? I might be able to get an angel tomorrow. Because I do, when I'm at work, I pass the aquarium that's that way, and I know that's open. If they've got an angel, I can collect it, bring it back here, float it, finish work, come back, release it. I only work 10 minutes up the road. Yes. Plan. Get a new angel tomorrow. Whatever they've got, it's just an angel to female. Female, then I've got to have 2 male, 2 female. Hopefully then. All good. I need to find out what it is. I'm going all this time. Oh, is that the one? Yeah. Sorry, Alan. Yeah. Yeah, it's very similar, isn't it? It is very similar, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with Monte Carlo. It's just so. It's a bloody nightmare. And now I've looked. I put the chair in there before, and I was like, right, why don't I like it? What don't I like about it? I sent my mum a photo, and she was like, don't like that brown water. So I was like, it's something you've got to get used to, but it looks different on the pictures than it does when you see it. Which was like, oh, I don't really like the brown water. But like, it's kind of how it is really when it naturally the water tends to be brown. It's more of a natural look for them. And then I need to mind getting. I'll give it a few weeks. Throw like some Otto Sinclair in that tank as well. Aiden, I've never done a black water before, mate. I've never done one before, but yeah, I kind of like it. And the next one's going to be black water as well, because it's going to be like the Cardinal tank. I don't think I'll be using one of them cubes again, though. I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I do like the cube. I don't like the light. I don't think you can use the light on a timer. You might be able to put a timer on the plug, but yeah, you can't set, like on the Fluval, you can use the app and set it on. I'm pretty sure the shop told me you can use it, but you can't. So yeah, it's kind of like at some point I'm gonna have to change the light out. I may just because it's not like, I might just try and get a little nano light. Might even try the Fluval nano. Stick one on that as well, just because I like all the lights going on and off at the same time. I'm a bit like that. It's just nice when they all go off. So today there's been no light on that tank until I came home and turned it on. Otherwise it'd just be on light from what, 6 in the morning straight through till 10 at night. Whoa, way too much. Yeah, well, it's going to be they are going to be just like a Nubia, so may even throw a bit of Java in there, Aiden. But yeah, I don't know, I may like come away from it being a black water when they introduce the Plex in there. We're just going to have to see, but definitely with a Cardinal tank for sure. It's definitely going to be. I want to do that as a black water, but there's going to be no light on that either. That is solely set up. It's not going to be set up as a Cardinal breeding tank, but it's going to be set up to give them the best chance at breeding, if you will. See how we go from there. But yeah, if I do the if I get a fluval, to be honest, I got that one really cheap. I might have a look. There was a place on the internet, and I got that fluval nano light for like 50 quid, which is a bargain because I think they're like 120 normally. So I might have a look to see if they've got them. I'll order one at 50 notes and put that on instead. They can be quite powerful. So yeah, definitely look at changing the light. Just a bit of a woundy, really. I like the light on it. The actual whole thing looks good. It's just a timer aspect. Or I need to unplug it, plug it in, see if it comes on. Or does it need to be turned on at the top? If it needs to be turned on at the top, the light needs to go. Because I can't have that. The Haiga. I actually have a bit of a thing going with Haiga as well. I do apologise for the abled people. Yeah, if we can get a Haiga light, even better. Definitely get a light next time if Haiga come back. I know a few people have bought stuff from my link on Haiga, so hopefully. This is what I'm thinking, Pete. If we can do a timer plug, we're all good. But with it being an electric switch, I'm not sure. I need to kind of like, when the light's on, unplug it, plug it back on and see if it comes on. And then that'll tell me if it'll come on with a light. It's just, I have an LED light in the corner there. And if you unplug it and plug it back in, it won't come on. You've got to turn it on at the switch. So a timer switch won't work on that. I just need to make sure that if it'll come on once being unplugged, plug it back in, all good. I can use a timer plug for sure. You control them with your Alexa. I bought some really good timer plugs, and after about 6 months, they all stopped working. Kind of bloody annoyed me, really, to be honest. But yeah, I go for the analog ones because I know they work proper. I've not got much faith in the technology at the moment. But yeah, time plugs got to be the way forward, really. Because I do like, it won't look right without that light on either, because the kind of stand's built onto it and you just click the light on. I was kind of missold it, really. She told me that it comes on. Oh no, you can use an app on them. Oh, I'll get one then. You can't. She had me right over. I got 10 plugs throughout the house. Yeah, I've not got an Alexa. I might have to get an Alexa as well at some point. But I know how much my laptop listens to me. I'll go back over there in a bit, Jax. I need the battery to charge, mate. It's on its backside. All I have to do is unplug it and plug it back in, and then I kind of know anyway. But as everyone knows who's a regular on the channel, I kind of like my fluval stuff. I do. The heater in there, fluval T100, so good. Got a T300 in there. Is it in there? Yeah, the T300 in there. There's such a good heater. Good evening, Sam. How we doing, buddy? I'm going to go analog, if anything, Aiden, to be honest. Analog timer switch. I'm an old school I'm an old school kind of person. I've got my CO2 regulator on an analog one. Just going to grab a drink, guys. These CO2 regulators on analog, because they're just easy to set, but if you don't unplug them, they kind of don't pass the time. So we have actually lost one of our members that used to come in. Kind of someone that comes into the stream quite often. God, you should have seen the length of the comment he put on my last video. It must have took him like 20 minutes to type it out on a keyboard, let alone on a phone. Criticizing everything. And but some of the comments that he put on there were so obvious that he'd not even watched the video. So yeah, kind of like thought, you know what, can't be bothered with that, because it was so obvious he'd not watched the video. I have a bit of a thing, me. I'm going to try and log myself into a YouTube training school thing in March, and I'm going to bring it up, because I don't think you should be able to comment on any YouTube video until you've watched at least a half of it, to be perfectly honest, or even 3/4, because it was like, you don't go on a video criticizing if you've not watched it. You know what I mean? People slag videos off and I've not watched them. So yeah, I think YouTube needs to kind of change that a little bit. I'm not going to say the rest. Arione, Jone, Arione. I'm not quite sure. I do apologize if I've got that totally wrong. All the way from India, though, who likes aquascaping. Yeah, mate, I like aquascaping. It's good. Didn't bloody like it yesterday, though. Justin, thanks for joining us, buddy. And definitely hit the likes. Hit those like buttons, guys. Spreads Fishkeeper Club to a wider community. I don't think you can use the app. There's no app for this, Aiden, for these lights. There's no app. But we'll sort it, though. Set up routines. Is that on it? Does Alexa have an app or something? Kind of lost there now. Good evening, Reese. How you doing, buddy? Have you managed? If anyone wants, is it a Fluval 407, Reese? Reese is selling a Fluval 407. If anyone's interested, just to let you all know. That's my uncle. He's a big Fluval fan. I love Fluval stuff, mate. That'd be the ideal sponsorship deal for me. Fluval. That'd be awesome. As I'll be honest, I don't think there's a fluval product I've used that I don't like. I do. I'm a massive fan of it. I really am. That T1, the T range on the heaters is spot on. So good, so good. And I noticed it last night when it went proper milky, the heater was in there, and I dropped it. The heat was hot. The heat was heating, and yeah, as soon as I started dropping it, just turned itself off. It's kind of what you like to see. Right. So I like using the kind of the better quality soils that you can get. As you'll notice on the build video for the new Angel tank, it's all epiphytes in there, but I have still put a bag of fluval stratum in there as well, and then capped it. I've done that because I know what I'm like. I know that at some point I'll put other plants in there. I know I will. So yeah, I always have the soil in there. So yeah, I use Tropica, Hugo Comanche, is it? I've used their soil before. That's pretty decent. And fluval stratum. I like all three. A better quality soil, mate. I am a believer you get what you pay for, mate. I do. You use Nikru digital timer and dimmer. Is that a light, that Gary? Is that a type of light, or is it just a switch? I tried that drink I showed you. Oh, Aiden. I tried the drink. No, mate. I can't remember you showing me a drink, though, mate. I'll be honest. You may have done. I'm old man, mate. Bit of a head's going, mate. Head's going. What drink was it, mate? I can't recall. Flu was okay. Shopping with the spare parts. Yeah, I've never used Eheim. I just like fluval, and I'll be honest. Once you start needing spare parts, mate, I tend to just replace everything anyway. Probably like really expensive way of doing it, but I just think once the filter starts leaking and that, I kind of just replace everything anyway. I've never used Eheim. I know they get a great rep, but no, mate, I've never used it. That place that we don't talk about in Stockport, they're massive Eheim stockists. But yeah, I think you kind of go onto a brand, don't you? And if you like it, you'll get a heater, and if you like the heater, you'll get the light. If you like the light, you end up just getting everything the same. I do anyway. Yeah, it's kind of how I roll. Oh, they struggle to get them in the US, Aiden. Yeah, that'll be a manual. I don't know. You probably use the same. I think it's only the UK that different type of electric in it. Eheim's the only air pumps I'll use. You know what, Gary? I did a sponsored video with. I did a sponsored video with Hyger, and I got their ultra quiet air pump. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Honestly, I'm not just saying it because I can't really go into it too detailed because it's not a sponsored stream, so you've got to watch. But it's absolutely brilliant, and the mad thing is, actually got suction cups. So, and it's so good. It's just silent. To be honest, it's like ultra quiet. When I plugged it in, I didn't think it was working. If you watch the video, I kind of plug it in and I'm like, oh, it's not working. And I looked up and there was air bubbles pumping out. I'm like, wow, it is working. That's how quiet it is. I was well impressed, to be honest. Oh, I've got quite a few Eheim fanboys as well. I've never used them. I've never used Eheim. Because I've always just kind of like, always been a bit of a Fluval fan. And I'll be honest, like, all Pond Solutions, their internal filters are spot on. That one I've got running in the Angel tank. It's so good. So good. Have you not got any tanks now, Reese? No. When you sold your big tank, how come they didn't take your filter as well, mate? If I started making videos, people would flood. I don't change water, declinate or fertilize. Yeah, it's a Father Fish thing, mate, isn't it? He does the same. Oh, you just sold it? Nice. How come they didn't take it though, mate? If they took your big tank, why didn't they take the full kit? It makes sense. You'd take the full kit, wouldn't you? If you're gonna buy a tank, you might as well take the filter as well. I've got to admit, Alan, I liked my Oase. I liked my Oase filter. I like the pre-filter idea on it. Really good. And then it just leaked, and it kind of I ended up. That's why I got the FX4, because my Oase had leaked. It's laminate flooring in here, so can't afford leaks. Can't afford leaks. It's not my place either. It's rented, so definitely can't afford leaks. But yeah, I did like the Oase. I did. Oh, my female starlight is out. See, I could catch them. Like, it's dead easy. Catch them. There's no way in the world I'm catching them in there, to be honest, because I know I've got male and female in there, but I have got my heart set on male and female green phantoms for that angel breeding tank, which will end up being a pleco breeding tank, obviously. But yeah, green phantoms, I kind of do like them. I can kind of supply all my tanks with green phantoms. My own bred green phantoms, that'd be cool. That'd be so cool. You can feed. You could do a system though into it though, can't you, Jax? Because you'll just cut the pipes. Because you can introduce CO2 into it for sure, just not into the filter, but you can still do a system off it. It's like the I've seen it, yeah, because I've seen it done. I've seen it done. Fluval 2 on the right, so the plant 3, same here, mate, same here. I'm considering it a fluval tattoo for the fluval. Don't do it, Daniel. Don't do it. I would love. I have recently ticked this thing on YouTube for Brand Connect, I think they call it, and I do check on it to see if any brands put a thing on there to see if they'll work with you. Oh God, I'd get aroused, I think, if Fluval came on and contacted me. I'd be like, I would be super buzzing. I'm nowhere near attracting somewhere like Fluval though. I was kind of surprised they attracted Hyder, to be perfectly honest. But wow, if Fluval got in touch, I think I'd be walking around like I've been spiked with Viagra for sure. Ah, yes, Aidan. No, not yet, mate. No, in fact, I haven't, mate. No. I need pineapple juice and cranberry juice, mate. Sorry. When you said that drink, I totally forgot, mate. I had totally forgot. I'm going to write it down though, because I'm always up for a bit of an experiment for sure. Oh God, oh God. I feel like someone swapped my 52-year-old body for a 92-year-old. 4 gin, 3 pineapple. And is it 4 cranberry? I do have to watch, mate. Pineapple kind of messes me up, but I will give it a go for sure. I have to watch. I have like arthritis in my spine. I'm a proper old man, me. And yeah, pineapple and like citric fruits proper affects it. But yeah, I will. I'll definitely give it a go, Aiden, for sure. I'm always up for, like on a Saturday night, I'm always up for a bit of a. I don't get drunk because I don't like getting drunk, but I kind of do like to have a drink. The other half joked, like, sure stopped the little strap, especially after using the nightingale rainbow tank. I would imagine stocks in Fluval anything, innit? Wow. I do. Well, there's probably like brands in America that we don't really know of over here, but Fluval's so good. I do like my Fluval stuff. Fluval Stratum's the lowest score there. I think it's a top. I love it, me. I can't complain. It's doing well in the CO2 tank, to be perfectly honest. I'd put your heater up to 30, Dane, yeah. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. In fact, just bear with us one sec. But yeah, mate, crank your heater up, mate. It just does help with that, with it, for sure. Oh, God. See, honestly, everything has gone wrong regarding this tank. Where the hell? Ah, right, okay. I'm just, to be honest, I wanted to check the heat. In the Angel tank, and it is sitting at like 82.5 at the moment. So I will keep an eye on it. I'll check it again in an hour or so just to make sure it's okay. If it stays at that, I'm happy with that. Angelfish eggs like a bit of a higher temperature as well. So your external on the Blackmore is all pond. Trace, I do like all. They're a nice, like cheaper brand, aren't they? But I know MD uses quite a lot of All Pod Solutions external filters as well, and I'm pretty sure Will has got one and he's really impressed with it. It might not be All Pond Solutions, but I've the All Pond Solutions filter that I put in the that's now the barb tank. Can't knock it. That's why I bought one for the Angel tank, the Angel breeder. Love it. You got to sell it separate. I know. I just don't understand why someone would buy a tank and then not get your filter as well. Makes sense. Because if I'm going buying a tank, I'd be like buying as much as I possibly could off people. You know what I mean? If you're going to go and buy a second-hand tank, then I'd be looking at buying what other kit they had there as well. Am I like really far behind? A little bit. Do you need to catch up? Internal heater and pre-filter. What I love about the Awada. Yeah, mate, I'm the same. Saves tons of time. Yeah, you don't have to mess about. With that, if you clean your pre-filter every week, the actual canister filter goes ages, doesn't it, without having to be cleaned. It's a great idea. I did the FX yesterday, but it didn't need doing. I had to strip it down, obviously, because I put the filter media in there. So, like, my filter media is cycled for that tank. That tank's cycled anyway. I did seed it anyway, but that tank's all good. And I have done a ammonia test when I come home tonight just to make sure. But all is good. Angelfish, how you doing, mate? Thanks for joining us. It's true. Oh, Fluval, I love it. I do love it. I had to think then what I'd said. Like, right, Alan's laughing, Tracy's laughing. What have I said? What did I say? Yeah, it is. It's like they like Viagra. You won't want that. You won't want that on the live stream for sure. I would probably give you nightmares, to be honest. 3-foot aquarium, good for Oscars. I've never really had Oscars, mate, but I'd probably go 4 foot, to be perfectly honest, mate. No Name Gaming, thanks for joining us, mate. But yeah, I'd 3 foot's not a bad size, buddy, is it? It's not a bad size, but if you could go 4 foot, I'd go 4 foot for sure. Depending on how many you're putting in there as well. But yeah, I'd definitely try and go as big as possible, just for the size that they grow. Gonna get another jewel. I thought you was getting I thought you'd ordered a big one, me. And I thought you'd ordered a 5 foot. You see, like, pumps or something else, Tracy, aren't they? Pumps are one of them bloody things, aren't they? Pumps are just, if the diaphragm goes on them, yeah, pumps can be loud. Well, like I say, that higher pump I got is spot on, and it's been running for what, 3-4 months now, and it's still silent. I can't remember. Someone else bought one as well. Someone bought one off my video. I think I've sold like 3 off my video, and be interesting to see what they think. Like months down the line. Victor, thanks for joining us, buddy. I'm gonna just you come in all the time, mate. So I'm gonna throw you on as a trusted member of the team. Oh, Daniel, good luck, mate. Be safe, drive safe, mate. Blizzards are no fun, are they? But yeah, mate, keep safe, buddy. Hopefully you've not gone. But yeah, mate, keep safe, my man. You fish. Which filter's a good overhead sump or canister? I've never used a sump, mate, because they always scared me until I actually realised how they work. Because I always thought, God, sumps will just flood you out, but there's just no way they can flood you out. To be honest, I've never used one new fish. I've never used a sump. I've always used canisters, but that is only because they've always scared me. I think you find a lot of people that have saltwater use sumps, but now I've seen how sumps work and had them explained. Pretty cool, aren't they? Pretty cool, because they go for a sock kind of thing first, don't they? And then go through so much media and then get pumped back in. Yeah, so I don't know if there's any that I wouldn't know if one is better than the other. I'd say they kind of work along the same kind of lines though, because they have the same kind of setup. One's open and one's shut, if you will, or sealed. Maybe a sump is a little bit safer now than a canister. Now I know how they work, you know, because there's no way that you can flood out on a sump, whereas a canister there is if the seal goes. So yeah, maybe some. I don't know regarding actual filtration, buddy, which one's better. But I think maybe a sump is safer. Now I've had it explained how they work. You know, Mike D, how we doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Oh, you cancelled it. Oh, you're lucky there, mate, that they refunded you. Because that'd probably be sent out the day after, mate. You're well lucky there. Have you ever tried? It's like I've got them now, Tracy. I bought some foam soundboards. And in the new fish room, the pump is sat on a soundboard, so it doesn't vibrate on the wood, on the shelving. So yeah, I've kind of I bought a load, and it's supposed to kind of make everything quiet. But I actually I got a box and I put this soundproof foam in there and put a filter in there and I closed it all up and you could still hear it. So no, some are just so noisy, aren't they? Yeah, I'm thinking the same, Gary. Like I say, I've never used a sump. Like the FX4 that I've got, the water is bloody crystal clear with it. But same kind of line, innit? I reckon sump's probably just a little bit safer, maybe. My sump holds 30 kilograms of media, 20 litres of cable. Wow. Yeah, that's... How big's your tank, Gary? That's some serious filtration, isn't it? They have a really good filtration system down at Complete Coin Aquatics, a shop near me. On their koi system, they sell some amazing filtration for like the koi ponds. My mum's koi pond's not big enough for their filter, but I'd love to stick that kind of filter on it. So good, so good. Catty would do a water change. No, mate, no, you just got to leave it, Dane. Just got to leave it. But yeah, I would look at investing in Escher, mate. I really would. It's absolutely brilliant, actually. Really, really, really cool stuff. Tracy put a link on, actually. Tracy, do you still have that link for Escher? Was it a link that you put on for the Escher stuff? It's proper good. Hey, she survived. She survived. We was all wondering, Anna. We was all wondering whether you survived a 5-year-old's party with a 1-year-old and 13 puppies. Like, did Anna survive it? Did she come out the other end? And she did. She's here. How you doing, mate? Elizabeth, how are we? So, guys, Elizabeth is our youngest member of Fishkeeper Club. She joined us when she was 4, and on Saturday she became 5. But she is still the youngest member, as far as I know, of Fishkeeper Club. But then again, we do have our little 1-year-old buddy as well. So we have 1 and 5-year-olds, and then old gits like me at 52. So how's it going, Anna? I can imagine evaporation's massive, yeah, to be honest. Oh, cheers, Trace. When you put it up, I will copy and paste it anyway, because it's one to have in it. It's a really, really, really good product. They both love to watch. There we go. So we've got a 1-year-old member of Fishkeeper Club as well. It's all good. We attract everyone, from old timers to young uns, from the youngest of the young. How did it go, Anna? Did you have you still got all your hair, or are you like me now? You pulled it all out. If I had hair yesterday morning, I would have looked like I had alopecia by the end of the day. I swear to God. Oh God, that proper did my head in. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that link now. I don't have to bother you then, Tracy, again, do I? I'm gonna I'm going to add it to. I have a little bit of a notepad thing going on for my live stream stuff that I can copy and paste. So now it's on there. Cheers, Tracy. I really appreciate that, mate. Because this Escher stuff is goddamn amazing. Proper good. I survived. Maybe missing some hair. I reckon, yeah. I'm not surprised, Anna. I can imagine. It was an experience, to say the least. It's quite funny because on Saturday night, I was talking to Tracy on Facebook and was like, wonder how Anna's doing. She's got a 5-year-old party, a 1-year-old, and 13 puppies. It's like, I wonder how she's doing. I was like, I don't know, but I'm telling you, I'm so glad it wasn't me. Oh no, cheers, Tracy. I appreciate it, mate. I appreciate it. It wasn't that bad, not until everyone started to leave. And we started, oh yeah, this is it, isn't it? Between the sugar and the excitement. I'm gonna keep an eye out for a little like kids party somewhere and spike them with Red Bull and just sit back and watch it happen. It was so funny. So funny. I do it to me, mate. When I go out of his house, I always take some presents around the week before Christmas. That's like give the kids some Red Bull. Yeah, kids. Still cleaning a mess. Have you still got all 13 puppies, Anna, or have you actually got rid of some now? We definitely were envying you on Saturday night anyway, Anna, for sure. There's no way. We weren't envying you at all. Brave, that. Brave. They have 9 now. So 4 forever homes. Nice. Still working on the rest. 4 gone. 4 new parents to little pups. So good in it. It's such an exciting time as well, buying a puppy. I do. I kind of do like my dogs. I do. I always find adults were the bigger pain in the ass. The kids' puppies. Yeah, you're right there, actually, mate. Yeah. Adults they are a nightmare, aren't they? just a nightmare. Sorry, just one second. Right, it's just a bit of plant that one of the tin foils is buzzing around with. Crazy. Adults can't be trusted though, can they? They actually do behave more like kids. Well, bad kids, don't they? It's I want a dog though. I do miss my little boy. I do miss my Dre. If Dre was still with me, I could guarantee he would be part of the stream all the time because he'd come and like sit there. Honestly, it was off his head. He'd definitely be part of the stream for sure. We didn't have too many kids over because we were inside. Yeah, I can understand that. I wouldn't want any. I wouldn't want any over. And then when they get us better, I'm going to do something in the park. Yeah, that's a way better idea, isn't it? Invite the whole class. Oh my god. Thing is, though, all them parents can look over their own kids, can't they? In a house, it is totally different, innit? And just get ransacked so easy. What is treatment I need to get? I would get Escher 2000, mate. Escher 2000, buddy. It's for fungus, fin rot, bacterial. I like this stuff, mate. I really do. I think I got this off Amazon as well, mate. You buy like a double pack, and yeah, you get own little oh, dickhead. Own little pipette as well. That just own little dropper that I just went and poured on the floor. Because I'm good like that. Told you, think I'm jinxed, me, you know. Nothing just goes right. Something has to go pear-shaped with everything I do. I kind of thought I was cursed yesterday. I really did. I thought I was cursed. I kind of think I am anyway. I only get bad luck, me. I don't get good luck. Especially with a bear in them. Yeah, mate. How many people think they're hard as when they've had a beer? Especially on a Friday night in this stream. You definitely know the ones that have had a beer then, don't you? I'm a nightmare, you know. I'm like, I just wanted to show her that you drop her, and I just didn't expect it to pour out. I'm pretty sure when I put it in the tank, it didn't. You've got to squeeze it. So yeah, kind of what I do. As you know, how many? I think I'm on 3 drinks that I've spilled on the streams as well. Hence why I did the racking the way I did the racking rather than wood, because I know I'd catch it. Someone actually had a go at me at the they had a go at me about the latest video I put out with the racking build, because what did they say? So obvious it won't be earthquake proof. That's what they said. They got blocked as well. It's like, don't mind anyone having a like criticizing as long as it's constructive. But for someone to have a go at me for it not being earthquake proof, come on. Right. Obviously, we're in the UK. We don't get earthquakes. We get the odd fracking earthquake when they were fracking. But do aquariums survive earthquakes anyway? When houses are falling down, do the tanks stay there? I don't know. Do you get them? Do you get them? I know, Tracy, I'm a knob. It's as simple as, isn't it? That's me to a T, Anna. It really is. If something can go wrong, it'll go wrong. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. At least it made you laugh, you. Oh yeah, I'm just glad it went on the floor, not on my jeans. So let's hope you don't get touched. More drinks flying around. Definitely. I know people with messaging Fluval now saying don't. Like Viagra for us, that. But I would be buzzing though. I would be buzzing. Quite frequent thing, earthquakes in Japan. I know, it's just, you know what? It's just a weird comment, isn't it? Said it's so obvious. I didn't have kids. Don't have dogs, which I don't, in all fairness. But once the weight's on there, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Okay, until the weight goes on it. They're not like 100% rigid, but as soon as weight goes on it, it just locks it into place. But for him to say it's not earthquake proof, like, wow, come on. It's taking the mickey. Yeah, I had an all right week. No, I didn't. So after we did the stream, didn't we, on Saturday, which was cool. We had a really good. I think it was like we had a good attendance on the stream as well on Saturday. I spent half of Saturday evening doing all my housework that I normally do on a Sunday morning, just so I could get up and start the tank. And I had a nightmare with it, Anna. Everything. Even, you know what? Even when your glue doesn't stick, then you know you're just having a bad day, don't you? You go away, Jax, and you think about me opening an email up from Fluval. Put that in your dreams, mate. Sweet dreams, man. Sweet dreams. We're also opening an email from Fluval going, do you want us to send you some lights so you can do a video on them? It's like, yeah, all right. You dream about that, mate. You dream about that, buddy. See you soon, Jax. Cheers for coming in, buddy. He won't be back. He won't be back. Oh, Anna. It was a nightmare, mate. It was a nightmare. I know I've kind of explained, but Anna's like proper valued member of the team. So so Sunday was set aside for doing the tank. I'm so glad I didn't stream it because it would have been an absolute nightmare. So start off, tank's already in position. I've got everything set out, so everything's at hand. Got the air pump set out, so that can be the first thing to put in. So start off, do the soil into filter media bags, boom, in, all good. Right, gravel time. So I'm using Cotswold stone. It's like a sandstone kind of look thing. It's like a creamy look, really nice. I clean the bag of it until the water is running clear. So I'm like, right, nice, all clear. Get that in, brilliant. I've actually, sorry, no, put the wood in first. The wood is where it all started going wrong. The wood was still floating after soaking in a barrel of water for 2 months. It was still floating. So that kind of peed me off. So I put the wood in. So I thought, right, the root bit, the pleco cave that Will printed for me goes in, that sits on top. That all goes in nicely. So I started putting the gravel on so it's holding the wood down. I tried gluing some larger stones to the wood. The glue won't work. Oh, God, so I get the wood in. We're all good. The 2 pieces of wood I bought, when I bought them, slot into each other really well. Because it swelled up a little bit with the water, they're no longer attached to each other. So that peed me off because I should have just stuck them together, tied it up, so when they swelled, they stuck together. So that went wrong. I get all the Anubias in. I'm trying to glue it to stones. It won't stick to the stones. So I get it all in there and I think, right, as soon as I put water in, that glue's going to harden up and everything will stick. So tap, hose pipe, fill it up, cloudy. Even though the water run clear, it was cloudy. It's like, for God's sake. So I take the water out, fill it up again, clear. Happy days, brilliant. Must have just been a little bit of residual crap in the stone. Sound. Set everything else up. And then I look, air pump sat there. It's like, oh God, forgot to put the air pump in. So I ended up putting the line for the air pump in and then blocking it in with stones. Something that I always do. My plan is to put the air pump in first, and I always forget. I don't know why. I even had it set up at the side there, ready to go. So I block that in. Get everything ready. The idea is to put water from the tank that the angelfish are in straight into that, so I can just transfer them over in the net. No problem. No floating of bags. No messing about. The water's the same. Just transfer them over. Fill it up, cloudy. I was like, how? How can it be cloudy when it ran clear? And it went cloudy and then I filled it up again and it was clear. So technically it had run clear twice. Yet when I put the tank water in, went cloudy again. I was like, by this time it's 5 o'clock. I was planning on having this build done for like 3:30. So it's like, that's it. Run out of light at the end of the day. Can't continue. So I'd been doing a few members updates throughout the day. I was like, can't continue, guys. It's too cloudy. So I did a 25% water change, put in some API AquaClear, left it. I woke up this morning and yes, it's clear, but the tannins are like crazy in there. Come home tonight. I've done about 25% water change on it. I will show you, Anna, because I know you haven't seen it. So I've kind of set it all up, but I'm not happy with it. And I weren't happy with it. Totally hated it, to be honest. But I've sat looking at it and I know now what the problem is. The problem is the Anubias isn't thick enough. So I'm going to thicken it out tomorrow with some out of the CO2 tank. But I will show you, Anna, because it's looking all right. It is going to be a black water setup anyway. And the angels have come in here tonight now. So, and the angels are feeding. So we are looking cool. We are looking good. But the Anubias isn't thick enough. I need to get more Anubias in there so it's proper bushy. So anyway, going back to yesterday, I've always attached, when I've done peace lilies before, I've always attached it with the plastic coated wire that you can get from garden centres. So I nipped out because I was sat there on Saturday night, smug as hell. thinking that I've got everything for it. I haven't got the wire, so I'll go down and get the wire. The wire won't attach the peace lilies to the tank, so I'm like, you know what? It's just like everything that could go wrong went wrong. They really did. So I'll be honest, didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy the build at all. It was just horrendous. Let me just catch up on chat. The video, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to, I finished filming the video tonight, Anna. I'll edit it and have it on tomorrow for members, but it'll be like maybe 9-10 o'clock tomorrow night by the time it goes on. It's just totally been out of my hands. I'm so glad I didn't live stream it. God, it would have been an absolute nightmare. Next live sponsored by Viagra. Fluval is my Viagra, mate. That's what it'll be. Oh, we go dirty here, mate. We're all talking about Anna's puppies last week, but none of us actually. That weren't all of us being dirty. That was Pete. I said I want to see Anna's puppies, and none of us took it the dirty way apart from Pete. And then when Pete pointed it out, that was it. It just killed us all, didn't it? That was it. Then we were all like, "Oh my god, where's this gone to?" But yeah, we go, or we get deep down and dirty here, Gary. We do. OnlyFans. Got to admit, remember when like Ken came in doing a stream with us, and he's having a massive tattoo done on his body, and I think it was Tracy that said, "Oh, I want to see it," and I said, "It's the one I've posted on OnlyFans, Tracy. It's made me 50 pence that this last month." Ken was like, "What?" I think he must have thought I'd put it on OnlyFans until I realised it was joking. But his face was a picture. It was quite funny. He's been poorly as well. That's why he didn't join us on Saturday. He did message me on Sunday morning. He was like, "So sorry, mate. It's been rough as." He's got kids as well, and when they go to school, bringing everything home, aren't they? Just sick kids, just sickness and noise, aren't they? Isn't that what they are? That's why I've not got any kids. Sickness and noise. Any tips, fish nerd? Sorry, mate, I am well behind on chat, but I'm kind of trying to catch up. Any tips for water column feeding plants? Yeah, mate. I do fertilize all my plants, mate, as you can tell, because they all are like proper healthy. I actually, depending on where you are, if you're in the UK, I use a company called Aquarium Essentials. I use it's called, they have Neutro, and they have Neutro Plus. Neutro is for normal tanks. Neutro Plus is for CO2 systems. I actually use Neutro Plus in my tanks, even though it's not a CO2 system. When I was using that, I was kind of getting a little bit of potassium deficiency. So the Anubias leaves were kind of going a little bit yellow. So I knocked it up to Neutro Plus. Never had a problem with it since, mate. So there is different types of fertilizers that you can feed the column. Just go off their recommendations. Neutro Plus, like Aqua Essentials with Neutro Plus, recommend it's a daily dose, but it's quite cheap. But I do like it. I also use APT3 in the CO2 tank, but I am coming to the end of the bottle with that. And I'm going to try the EI method Keep talking about it. I will be doing it. I'm going to do it and hopefully try and do it side by side with Will, because it was Will that kind of put me onto it. I'm going to do the estimated index, it's called, and that's making all my own fertilizer for the CO2 tank. But yeah, I definitely feed the water column, mate. If you use the API one, Leaf Zone, I think it's Leaf Zone. I believe that's a once a week treatment. Leaf Zone's quite expensive, so like once a week kind of makes sense. You don't want to be feeding that every day because it costs you a fortune. But I know like MD uses API Leaf Zone, but then again he is sponsored by API, so I'd use API as well if I was sponsored by him. But yeah, I definitely recommend feeding the water column, mate, for sure. It makes such a difference. And I also recommend root tabs every 3 months. And I'll be honest with you, mate, I've always used Tropica root tabs until last time when I used the Seachem Flourish root tabs. And I think I'll be sticking with the Seachem Flourish tabs in future, because the lotus lilies in this tank here have like exploded with it, and I can only put it down to them. So hopefully that covers you, mate. I do also do a video on my channel about the planted aquarium and how to look after it as well, mate. So it might be worth checking that out as well, mate. But yeah, it's definitely the way forward. Oh, cheers, Anna. It was so. Oh, honestly, to be honest, like I spent the night like talking to Tracy on Facebook, and I think it helped me out, because I was at the end of my tether me last night. When I'd done, I was like, just been a total. When the thing you love doing pees you off that much, you're like, oh, just aggravating. It was like, wow. And obviously the week I've had as well with my boss, it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest. Not the greatest week. So yeah, it's not, to be honest. 2025, start of 2025 has been a bloody nightmare. Injury, new car. It's just been a horrendous start. Gerard McCulloch, thanks for joining us, buddy. Hope you're well. Mate, home, everyone. Nice, well done, Daniel. It's good. I'm glad you've come back in, mate. Just so we know you're all right. It was a blizzard hellscape. Winter tires and 4-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, we call it here, but I know where you're coming from, mate. It's good to see you got back, bud. Crotch goblins. I've never heard that term. Leaf Zone isn't great. I'll be honest, mate. I've never used it. Is that all it is? Potassium? I've never used it. I know the Seachem root tabs, like the Seachem Flourish tabs, are absolutely amazing. I was impressed when I opened them up though, and I smelt them, because like they smell of fertilizer. I know it sounds daft that, but your nose tells you a lot. I mean, when it's like, yes, they smell good. And I did it on here. Now that lotus there, I took out of the barb tank, because the barb tanks had started chewing on it. So it came out and went in there. And it went in there. There was the bulb had snapped off, and the bulb had kind of rotted. So I just it was a weedy little lotus, and I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to survive. And now it is proper thriving. But yeah, I've never used Leaf Zone. I've always thought it was a bit dear for the size of the bottle. Yuio, thanks for joining us, buddy. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. I'm sorry for putting in your mind me using Fluval as Viagra. I'm really sorry. Not really. Just put out the liquid ferts. Might have to give it a go. Which one is it I've got here? I've never used Denurle, mate, if that's how you pronounce it. But I have got something off them. I think it is off them. Yeah, so I got this a while ago, but I ended up stopped using it because I didn't really notice any different. So Denurle, I'm trying to get it in focus. Right, it doesn't focus that great. Plant active enzymes, and it's a powder. Is it a powder? It's normally a powder. It's kind of not. I've not used it though, so it has kind of like crystallized up in there a little bit. Just needs breaking down. I did use a majority of it, and then just stopped using it. I should try and use it up really, but that's supposed to. Can't remember what they said it does now. Kind of activates something that's unused fertilizer. I don't really know, but I kind of tried it. I didn't notice any difference. But at the end of the day, the Denurle plants are pretty decent, aren't they? So that's why I always kind of, when the fertilizers that plant suppliers recommend, you've got to think that they're all right, because that's kind of what they're going to use in it and put their own branded name on there. But keep us informed there, Ellen, for the Denurle one. Like I say, we are going to try the EI estimated index. I will do videos on it. I'm trying to maybe even do like a collaboration thing with Will, where we both do it together, because Will's way more intelligent than me, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, I'm going to be guided by Will for that for sure. But we will document it. We'll document it on a video for sure. Keeping late hours again, yeah. Prodigal, you know the score. We will be clocking off pretty soon, though, mate. I don't really sleep, mate, to be perfectly honest. I'd clocked up last night. I think I clocked up 9 hours sleep since I got up Friday morning. That's why I have eyes like suitcases, because I fall asleep. It's a bit of a nightmare, me. I'm a bit of a nightmare. When I wake up, that's it. I can't go back to sleep. My body's like, right, you're awake, get up. The thing is, I'm 52, so now I wake up for a pee in the night, and that's it. So something going on, something wrong for sure. Potassium and a bit of iron. Is that all it is? And it's not cheap, is it? It's not cheap, is it, either? Leaf zone. Just crack the first evening beer. Now that's just a nasty thing to say in the chat, that, Daniel. You just cracked open your first beer. You get. That's just downright naughty, that. It's just downright naughty. You can't come into a party, mate, and not bring us all a beer. Oh, I want a beer now. I haven't got any beers either. You get back out in that blizzard, Daniel. leave your beer in here, you sod. It's not on that. It's the first liquid fertilizer I bought. I think it was for me as well, Will. When I started doing planted tanks, I think it was the first one I bought, and it was just because MD used it. But next time around, I was like, right, hang on a minute, this is quite expensive. That's why I went on to Neutro Plus. I kind of looked into and tried to get a cheaper one. The thing is with the Neutro Plus that I use, with Aqua Essentials, they just deliver it every 3 months. And if you sign up to that, you get it cheaper. It's like a 5 litre drum of it. Costs like 35 quid. But it is a daily thing. But yeah, I'm well impressed with it, to be perfect. And I've used it for a good few years now. Don't forget my Brummie accent before leaving. All right, Tracy, I won't. So I was talking to Tracy before on Facebook, and I'm pretty good with accents, but you've got to be really careful because people get offended by that stuff nowadays. So and I used to work with a girl called Stacey, and her second name was Dudley. So I used to always go, all right, Stacey, I'm from Dudley. And that's what I used to say to her all the time. So she bought me a cup saying I was most annoying swear word on there. Quite funny. Yeah, we should do it. We'll yeah, definitely will. We'll do like a collaboration video kind of thing on it for sure, mate. For sure, because to be perfectly honest, mate, it'd probably be better off on your channel because you're more like tank tech and I'm more not. I'm like not technical whatsoever. But yeah, mate, I would quite gladly film it and then find a way of getting it down to you. If I filmed my bit and then sent it down to you on a data stick, then I'd do that, mate. But I would definitely look for doing a collaboration. And I'll be honest, mate, it probably would be better on your channel. And I'll promote it on mine. Or we both do the same kind of thing and launch it together. But yeah, I'll just promote it. I'm quite willing to do the EI thing on my tanks and then send it all down to you to put it on yours, mate, for sure. Filters playing up. Oh, man. They're a nightmare, aren't they, when they start playing up? Burning the midnight. Yeah, that's me, mate. When you get to an age, it comes to us all. It comes to us all. Yes. Daniel, I will take you up on that, my man. I'll take you up on that. I'll take you up on that. I used to watch this guy who did live streams on Twitch, and he started asking people to send him gifts through the mail, which like I just thought when he said it, I was like, oh, that's asking him for a bit of trouble. And yeah, he opened one once, and someone had sent him a massive big poo, and I thought, that's what you get. That's what you get. It's yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Jody, thanks for joining us, mate. I'm going to put you down as a mod because you have got the blue star because you was gifted a membership from Ken. So I've put you on as mod, mate, because it doesn't look right you having a green. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Right. Where are we going? Where are we going? Just need to catch up on everyone. I had the power off for an hour or so. Oh, yeah, mate. So temperamental, aren't they? So temperamental. What type of filter? I know what filter you've got as well, mate. Is it just a case of giving it a clean out and resetting it up, mate? So guys, it's 10:05. I'm going to call it a night. I think we've had quite a good turnout again tonight, you know. These fish keeper clubs are getting bigger, you know. They're getting bigger. Last week it was 800 and odd people last Monday. So it'll be quite interesting. What I'll do tonight, because I'm going to log off in a minute, I get this screen that comes up and tells me everything. So I'll screenshot it and I'll put it on because I reckon we'll probably be on about 800 again tonight. I might be wrong, but we're getting loads of. It's quite hot. Oh man, I think it's burnt out. I think it's an airlock. Oh, I hope it gets working. Well, I hope it gets working. Guys, thank you so much. Members, I'm hoping to have that video on for you tomorrow night with the angel build. So hopefully that'll go on. From what I'm kind of learning, over editing your videos doesn't work on YouTube. So there might not be that much editing. It'll just be a case of going through and taking out any really quiet bits or me stood in front of the camera that you don't want to see. But I will get it edited for you all tomorrow. All I'll ask is please click the like button on it. It just helps once it gets launched. It gives it a wider audience. We are back Wednesday. Hopefully then we can see how it goes. You've got the bubble out. Nice, mate. We can all sleep well now, mate, for sure, for sure. Thanks to everyone that's joined us tonight. Thanks so much anyway for everything you do, guys. Starts up tonight. I think they will be, Alan. Yeah, I think they'll be looking good. I will put it on a post. I'll put it on a post when I've kind of packed everything away. But guys, thank you so much. Lights are out. I'm going to turn the angel lights out because they'll be like, why are we still awake when we could be going to sleep? But everybody, thanks for all the kind words regarding that tank as well, because I'll be honest with you, it's not sat well with me at the moment. So all good. Hopefully we see you all back Wednesday. Until then, keep safe. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.